a warm welcome back to my channel and to a new series in a way, but it's not, because I've also done health updates for my gut and my bloating for the last 4 years. But this one, as much as I'm going to be talking about my health with my gut and bloating still, it's going to be encompassing perimenopause and women's health and a journey, hopefully, in discovery of what's going on with my body. I've just turned 40 if you're new here. I'm Lara, by the way, if you are new. And I have definitely started seeing some quite drastic changes, and I will talk about them further into the series and the video. But today is my very first appointment to see the GP about potential perimenopause and what I can do, what I need to know and how they can help me. And I'm not really one to go to the doctor. I don't really go ever. I haven't been for quite a few years. I don't know when I last would have gone, apart from for my bloating. Obviously that was with like a sort of specialist team, but yeah, generally I don't go. But I just feel like I want to get on top of this early. I want to get seen and validated almost. And I did a whole video on this channel about what is perimenopause, how do you know if you're in perimenopause, all that sort of stuff. And I hope that it's really helpful, because if you are new to it and you may not have a clue what's going on or a clue about all the changes in your body, or if you're perimenopausal, then that video's got like loads of information around what it is, the signs and that sort of thing. Obviously I'm not a doctor, this is just my experience, but I thought I would just start a little mini series here documenting it in case anyone's interested and maybe going through it as well. I get so many amazing comments, messages, DMs, emails from people talking about, like, saying that this has really helped them, sharing. And I just think it's so important to share these things. And obviously I had no idea, I had no idea what was going on and what it was and anything like that. So hopefully it can help anyone that is feeling alone or confused or not sure what is going on with their body. But yeah, so this is the start of it, and we're just going to go on a journey together, self-discovery and what the doctor thinks, and yeah, hopefully it helps anyone else going through it. So follow along if you are perimenopausal and maybe you've gone through it. Maybe you can share your wisdom if you are a bit later on into this. So yeah, we'll see what the doctor says. But yeah, welcome to the video. So I'm just heading now to go for my very first doctor's appointment. I have no idea about this. I literally have no idea about perimenopause, what's happening to my body, and I want to try and get on the front foot with it and talk to somebody now. And I've never really I never go to the doctor ever. Literally years ago I last went, and I just thought it'd be good to sort of like either document the process or just be able to look back on this and think, this is how I felt then and how I feel now. So I'll talk you through what they tell me when I'm there, the next steps. I'm gonna go and I'll catch you up afterwards. I am 25 minutes early. Did not read the message properly. They changed my appointment, to be fair. So now we wait. I'm all done, I've been in, and I'm gonna go home and then I will pick up the proper camera and then I'll update you, because I don't wanna forget what I was going to say to you. I also wrote down everything because I didn't want to forget what I was talking about. So yeah, I'll catch up with you soon. I am back. What a beautiful day it is today. It's really sunny. Just went out and looked at my plants. One of them looked a little bit dry, so I thought I'd water it. Very, very low. I'm going to make some lunch. I've got some leftovers, which is not looking very appealing. I basically couldn't manage it all. So I'm going to put it with some bits and bobs for my gut health. Cottage cheese for protein, because I'm trying to up my protein at the moment. I've got pickled red cabbage, just because it tastes really good. I think red cabbage must be good for you at some point, a nice dark vegetable, nice red one. And sauerkraut, because it's really good, fermented cabbage for gut health. And I'm gonna make a little something with that. I'm also gonna make a cup of tea. So, my appointment was really good. I was in there maybe 20 minutes, which NHS is pretty unheard of, I think we'll agree, just because obviously they have so many people to get through, and it's, yeah, you do sometimes feel rushed. And this lady, bless her, was so good. She was not rushing me, she was so like asking me everything, she wanted to know everything. Because I was saying to Stu this morning, I was really worried going in that, like, how am I going to talk about all these things, because I feel like I had two things to talk about. So one was all the perimenopausal stuff, and the other I haven't actually said on here, but if you've been watching my health updates for a long time, you'll remember that I have had about 3 years of diagnostic testing for my gut issues and my bloating, and they haven't ever diagnosed anything. They've looked through loads of different things and they've never actually said this is it. I've kind of self-diagnosed in a way where I think a lot of it is food related, but sometimes I will still get this intense bloating that will last for like 2 weeks, and I'm talking like rock hard stomach. It's not bad at the moment, a little bit of a bloat there as you can see, but I'm talking rock hard, really painful, and we've never really got to the bottom of it. And I was talking to somebody recently who was talking about endometriosis, and I had one scan for that and they ruled it out, and the scan apparently doesn't actually prove, disprove, show or anything for endo. So I've just said to her, like, I think I want to pick this back up again because I'm not happy that we've completely crossed that off the list, because obviously you have endo belly and there's lots of symptoms that I have that you get with endometriosis. So basically the appointment was twofold, and I was saying to Stu about, I'm really worried that I'm going to come in and be like blah blah blah, all the things, and it's two separate things. So when I went in there, obviously you have to tell the receptionist why you're going to the doctor, and I'd already put on there endometriosis and perimenopause, or like possible endo. So she was already prepped for that. So she was like, let's talk about it in two separate parts. Talk to me about the endometriosis. So that was brilliant. So basically, I'll update you on that. She's going to potentially refer me. So Stu has private health, and we can add me to his private health for a monthly fee. So he gets that through his corporate job. And so I can go through, because she said it's like years to get seen on the NHS waiting list. And so I don't even really know what I want to do, because the I always call it laroscopy, but it's not. The P is at the beginning. Laparoscopy. You'll be screaming at the screen. Yeah, so I'm not sure, because I think to have that is quite invasive. It's a camera, it's general anaesthetic, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. But she said, like, have a consultation and see what they think. They may well put you on the pill, which can reduce the size if you have them, and then you'll be able to see if it is that. So if you have endo, do get in touch. Let me know, like, what process you guys went through if you've had that. I'm gonna make this tea before my kettle gets cold. I'll make Stu a coffee as well. So yes, I was really pleased that she took loads of time over me and didn't rush me. And I felt really like heard, which was nice, because obviously they're under such pressure. Like, yeah. So also you have to have a GP referral or a referral to be able to go private. And I wasn't sure whether, obviously we still have to pay for the private health. I think it's about £250 to be seen by them initially for the first consultation. And then once you've got that, you're paid out, sort of thing. So yes, anyway, so that's endometriosis. So that's one other thing that is just like been weighing on my mind, thinking, is it not? I don't know. So that's that. And then on to the perimenopause stuff. It's so bright that although it looks like it's about to pour the rain. So felt really heard, really seen, which was nice. I've got some really good messages from you guys talking through what you've been through. Obviously had a few messages on one of my recent videos to say that couldn't possibly be perimenopause because I'm only 40, which is a little bit misguided, I would say, because anyone can go through, like, not anyone, but like you can start this at a very early age, and obviously peri is 10 years, 5 to 10 years, so I'm not saying I'm menopausal, obviously, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, these symptoms I'm having are like all completely, if you cross-reference them, I wrote them down, my little notes before I went in. I didn't want to forget anything, because, you know, well, I'm like in my brain fog at the moment, like trying to talk and then midway through forget what I'm saying. So yeah, I had all the symptoms written down: low mood, overwhelm, hard at decision making, my body aches, tiredness, anxiety out of nowhere for no reason, dry eyes, headaches a lot of the time. I've got one now. That's constant pretty much. No mood. Like, there was a full sort of piece of paper worth of symptoms I'm feeling, and she just sort of was really good. Like, she listened to everything. She said that obviously 40 to 42 is like this age where you will start feeling like these changes are happening. And obviously I'm still having periods, they're irregular, but I'm still having them, so I'm obviously, you know, I wouldn't expect to be anywhere near menopause yet, because that's hopefully 10 years off. But the point is, it's the symptoms that I have now, you have to manage them now, because they're going to continue. And I basically said to her, I didn't want to go on something now and then it not work if I need it further down the line. And she said, that's not how it works. Basically, your body doesn't like get used to it. And essentially what you're having is hormone replacement. So even if you're just on the pill, if you're on HRT, whatever it may be, you're replacing the hormones that your body's naturally creating anyway. So the one thing that she did say that she was concerned about was bone health. And obviously poor bone health can lead to osteoporosis, and that's the reduction of estrogen in your body producing it. So she was very keen to test for that and make sure that we haven't got like that bone density being lost. My mum actually suffers with osteoporosis, so it's obviously genetic, or it runs in our family. My nan had it as well, so that's one thing that's like dangerous if you do lose estrogen. So in terms of the treatment plan, next steps are that she is going to do blood tests for me. So these are two separate things, and I'll keep this as more like perimenopause, because I don't know, because you guys are really interested in my bloating as well. Health update. I don't know whether, maybe I'll just join the two. But yeah, the perimenopause stuff, she's going to do blood tests, and then we'll work out a sort of course of action, because she needs to check things like thyroid, bone density, calcium, general blood health, and things like that. So yeah, I need to book in to have those. She's also kindly sent me some links for pelvic floor exercises, and because I said about my pelvic floor is just really good, not good at the moment. I'm obviously trying to train to do this race, and yeah, definitely don't go on a trampoline anytime soon. So there's that. And then as a side thing, she said about potentially going through private health to get a consultation about the endometriosis, because I don't want to have I'm going to call it a laroscopy. It's not called that, but that's what I'm going to say, because I can't say the other one. I don't want to have that if it's dangerous or it could cause harm, because you have to go into general, and it's obviously an operation and things like that, even though it's keyhole. So yes, that's a separate thing, and I have to decide what to do with that, because, you know, it is so underfunded and misunderstood in the sort of sphere of medical, and the wait list is, she said, months and months and months, probably years, for endometriosis consultation. So yeah, potentially go private for that one. And I said to her, if I have like the option to have private, I don't want to put any strain on the NHS when I could go private, because obviously I don't want to take that place away from someone that hasn't got private health, although I'd have to pay for it myself. But she was like, no, we just do these anyway, blood tests, and then you can, like, your pill stuff, if you go on the pill, for example, progesterone and estrogen pill, that will go through NHS normally anyway, and what's the other one? Oh, HRT. So they'll basically formulate a plan. They're going to do a FSH test as well, follicle hormonal something, that might be the wrong way around, which other people in here have recommended as well, but she said it's highly unlikely that'd be high, because I'm not menopausal, because I'm still getting periods. So yeah, that's the update, guys. That's the update. Obviously I'm only sharing this in case it's helpful for you. It's also good to document it for me, because I might forget, and like, where are we at, and what have we done, what haven't we done. So yeah, if you're going through this and you're also a bit confused, hopefully it might give you shed some light on what other people are feeling, because I know it can feel very lonely if you're going through hormonal changes and body changes, and like, what the heck is happening to me? Why do I not feel like myself, or why can't I remember words, or why do I have anxiety or low mood or anything like that? So I do hope it's helpful, and we'll keep documenting, we'll keep spreading the word of perimenopause and perhaps endometriosis, who knows. But I would love to get some answers after all these years. I think it was February 2020, before the pandy. I hadn't even heard, well, we had sort of heard it was coming, but to think that it was before all of that, it's just mad. That's so crazy, because it's one of those things that just feels like, did that happen what just happened? So yeah, anyway, I will catch up with you again soon when I have a few more answers. I'll book in for my blood test and then we'll go from there. But yeah, hopefully it's helpful and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.